Hello and welcome to a new Google Sheets video in Practical Sheets. Today I'm going to show you a really cool thing is how to do pop-ups in Google Sheets. So what we're going to do is that when the user opens its sheet, it's going to say hello, today's date, and it will always change with today's date, and it will go and look for a specific number in the sheet. In this case is this D2, the average score, and it will say today's average score is 9. And if the average score were 11, and then I run it again, it will change automatically to the number. It will go and look for the exact number in that exact moment. And the other thing I'm going to teach you is how to, if the user closes, you can tell the code to do anything. And when the user clicks OK, you can tell the code to do anything. For example, when you hit OK, then it will send an email, or it will change a number, whatever. And if it closes, then it will take you to a specific sheet or something like that. Okay, so if I hit OK, then I'll have this toast that said you accept. So this is a kind of introduction to the subject of pop-ups, of user interface, how the user interface works, the buttons and all that. It will be very nice, very short. I know you'll love it. But before we begin, I want to invite you to subscribing to the channel, or even better, supporting me in the Patreon page, where you can download the template of this and more than 100 videos, and you can ask me questions about these videos and get the videos in advance. So let's begin like I like to do it, by starting from scratch. So we're going to create a new Google Sheets with sheets.new. I'm going to name this basic pop-ups. I'm going to create here a very simple table. And that's it for now. We're going to call this scores. What I want to show you is how you can give the user quick information when they start. Here I'm going to average score. The utility of this is to show the user quick information that so they don't need to navigate through 1,000 sheets, 1,000 rows to find it. Okay, so for now I'm going to do here an average of this. And I'll show you why in a minute. So let's go to a script. We're going to call this hello. And the first pop-up I'm going to do is just saying hello to the user. That's it. So what I need is, first I need my Spreadsheet app class or interface or service, call it however you want. We're going to hit the dot button. We're going to start writing get UI. This is the way to get the interface of Google Sheets. We are not going to the cells in this moment, but we're going to the interface. What is the interface? The interface is this. The interface is everything that's on top of the cells, everything that's right to the cells. For example, to do a bar, a lateral, a sidebar, you would need the user interface. To create a menu, you need the user interface. To create a pop-up, you need the user interface. Okay, that is get UI. So we're going to store it in a variable called UI. And from this UI, we can generate some elements that will help us with the interface. There are not that many. So UI dot, we have alert, menu, prompt, modal, and sidebar. Modal and modless are very similar. We could address this in another video, but these are the main. Today, I'm going to show you the basic ones. So first, we're going to do an alert. We're going to do an alert that says hello. That's it. Nothing more. Very easy. I'm going to save and I'm going to run it. I don't even need a permission to get to the UI. I go here. You can see that it seems like it's taking forever, but the reality is that the code is waiting for me to do something. So if I go to the sheets, you can see that here it printed something and is waiting for me to click OK or to click close. Any of both. Okay, here I say hello. For now, I'm going to close. I can do other things with my alert. The second thing I could do with my alert is to put a set of buttons. What does this mean? Here in my original one, I just have one button that is OK. But there's a possibility to customize it a bit so that I have other set of buttons. How do I put the set of buttons? I'm going to go to my UI again, hit dot and select this button set. hit dot and I can select between 4. OK is the one I had before, the default one. If I hit OK and cancel, it's the same, but now I have a cancel option. Here I have the possibility, instead of having OK, I'm going to have yes or no. Or here, that is the most complete. I have yes, I have no, I have cancel, and I have my close one. So let's see. So yes, no, cancel, and close. And then you would ask, why do I need this? And the answer is that we can program this to go different paths, different routes, depending on what the user clicks. So for example, I'm going to store whatever the user clicks will be stored in a variable called user button pushed, whatever, or button pressed. And this button press can be various things. So if I do logger log, the button pushed, and I hit run, and then I hit, for example, no, and I go here, and here is in caps, I have no, I have yes, I have cancel, and if I hit the close, but the X button, it will be close. So, and what I could do is do a switch or an if, so that depending on what the user has pressed, then I could do different things. For now, I'm going just to put a message. So here I'm going to say that if button pushed equals to close, then I'm going to have a message. And the message, I'm going to show it in another interface element that actually is the only interface element that is not here, or one of the only ones that is not here. It's not in UI, but in Spreadsheet app dot get active spreadsheet. And I'm going to use this one called toast, that maybe you've heard of it. It's just a very simple message that will appear on the bottom right corner of my screen, and it will disappear automatically. It's a nice trick. So here I'm going to put you closed. And then I'm going to do another one. Actually, I'm not going to use this button set yes, no, cancel. I'm going to use the default. But I wanted to show you that if you put the button set, you could also have another argument that is the title. Here you could say greetings. So I'm going to use the button set, the OK one. That is the simplest one. So I only have two options there, or close or OK. So I'm going to do else, or if you want it a bit more explicit, you could say else if button pushed equals to OK. Then again, we can do a toast that says you accept it or whatever. Let's save and let's run. Now I need the permissions because I did the toast. Spreadsheet app, get active spreadsheet. Now I need the permission to go to the get active spreadsheet. But when I did the UI, I didn't need a permission because it wasn't connecting to anything other than the UI. Let's go. And I have greetings. I have my title first, and then I have my two buttons. If I hit OK, then the toast will say you accepted me. Let's run it again. If I hit close, then it will say you closed me. This is just a silly example, but the truth is you could say that, for example, when you close, go to this sheet, or when you hit OK, go do another thing, send an email, whatever, you know? So this is the nice thing of this. Now, this seems okay, but it's very simple. The nice thing is when I join these with variables, let's say, for example, that instead of saying you accepted me, I could do another alert. No, here instead of hello, I could give today's date. So let's say I'm going to create a new variable called date, that using this JavaScript constructor, if you've never heard of it, is just to create today's date. And I'm going to use .to local date string. So we remove the time. So it will just give me day, month, and year. That's it. And here I could say, hello, today's date is going to, after my double quotation mark, I'm going to put plus and then my date. That's it. I'm going to save and I'm going to run. And here is today's date. So this is when it starts to get dynamic and exciting and nice, because tomorrow it will say 10/13/2023, and every time. I don't know if it's useful or not. I'm just giving an example, okay? But the other nice thing is that, for example, I could bring data from my sheet. it would be nice if I bring the average score, for example. So how can we do it? We're going to first connect to my spreadsheet. I'm going to create an WS variable or worksheet variable, and it will be this same spreadsheet app.getActiveSpreadsheet. Given that I'm already using it down there, so I could replace this with WS, and it looks nicer. And here I can also replace it WS. So I'm fixing two things at once. And then I'm going to say WS dot getActiveSheet, because I only have one sheet here. If I would have more, then I would say get sheet by name, and I would get the scores 1. This I'm going to call it spreadsheet, again, because it's the only one. If I had more, then I would say spreadsheet and the name of the spreadsheet, data spreadsheet, configurations, config spreadsheet, or list spreadsheet, or whatever. And now the only thing I need is to go for this information, the D2 information, the average score in this example. So I'm going to say score, average score will be SS get range D2 and get the value. And here I could say today's date is this one, and the average score, today's average score is, and we'll get the average score variable. Let's save and let's run. Here is today's date is 10/12/2023, and today's average score is 9. Cool. What I wanted to finish, but actually I'm going to leave it like this, and if you like it, we'll do a second video, is to show you how to do the prompt. That is very similar, but it will ask me information. So let's say that the user could say, what is your name? And I will say it's John, and then it will bring John's score. So this would require a couple of more things, but I think that for now, this is a nice appetizer of how does pop-ups work in Google Sheets. The last thing I'm going to do before I go is to go to my script and connect this to an open function or trigger, so that every time the file is opened, I will get my pop-up. So let's say function, you always have to name it open. And here, the only thing we're going to do is to put our hello function. That's it. It shouldn't be called hello. Maybe by now I should call it, I could change the name, but I don't care. So, and you could also give a name to the project. Let's call this my first alert pop-up. Let's rename it. Now what I'm going to do is to update this, refresh this page. This will close my app script, and if I wait a couple of seconds, then I will have my pop-up up here. So I should say that although this looks really great, one of the main disadvantages of this is that if you work in your cell phone, in your mobile, this won't work there. UI, your user interface elements won't work on the cell phone. So this is if you work your sheets always in a computer. This will work really nice. I hope you liked it. And if you liked it, just subscribe to the channel, hit the notify me button so you'll know every week when there's a new video. And if you want to get the videos earlier and get the templates so you can just download them and use them, then you can support me in my Patreon page. Thanks a lot to all my patrons. Your support is what keeps this channel going. Thank you so much,